Dun dun dun. Okay, sorry, stupid way to introduce the video, but wanted to talk about obviously this article that everyone is going crazy about, and then the Top Shot AMA and a couple other Top Shot things. To be honest, did not want to make this video, but going to get into all that stuff. I was going to put out a banger video, so it was going to be about Top Shot free to play stuff, which has been pretty cool and fun, honestly. And I think it's the reason why a lot of people are still on Top Shot. Like, if it was just collectibles like cards, I don't think a lot of people would still be here. Even though people think there's only like 5,000 people, I think it's a little more based on some of the challenges and stuff. But if you want that video, subscribe to the channel. I'll probably put it out, I guess, tomorrow, because Friday I'll do a So Rare, the game week, whatever we're on, 77 video. So subscribe for that one. Stay tuned for that one. But for this one, we're talking about NBA Top Shot, all the stuff that's going crazy with it. It started with the trial, which I guess has been ongoing for like a year, about if Top Shot are securities, essentially like a stock, buying stock in the company kind of, or not. I don't really know what NFTs, I guess. They're securities or NFTs, but for this, let's go over some of the stuff in here. I don't want to spend too much time on this. There's actually a bunch of other stuff. Obviously, the layoffs. So 22% layoff in November, and then another 20% last week. And I've never heard of the block.co, but apparently it's reputable, I guess. Okay, I just clicked on all this guy's articles. I don't know who this guy is. He wrote another article about Top Shot and Dapper. Let's actually find this guy on Twitter. So he has 1,000 followers. Former Wall Street Journal, Bloomberg, Reuters. Now he's at the Block. So I guess fairly reputable. But I think the thing that really stuck out the most to me was the spending. Like, I knew ROHAM. I haven't looked into this too much, but he spends a ton of money on crazy things, and honestly I kind of thought that was mostly his personal money, but this is the worst part to me. So a lot of these expenses were marked down as marketing expenses, and you remember them saying that they were going to spend $50 million in the next year on marketing. I wonder how many millions of that marketing budget went to this kind of stuff. So that's sad to see, but honestly I think that people are just clinging on to this article, and it's not very much substance here. Obviously, there's been massive layoffs, but I mean, you can look at Twitter, you can look at Facebook, you can look at any tech company really, and they have similar kind of layoffs. And obviously, the employees with Dapper are more vocal on Twitter than those other companies, because it's kind of like an engaging platform compared to the other companies. So I think everything's kind of blown out of proportion with this, to be honest. I mean, for people who have worked in a startup, it can be definitely pretty toxic, and CEOs are pretty wild and outrageous, and it's very straightforward, I guess, which some people don't like, but honestly, that's kind of the nature of startups, in my opinion. Obviously, when the company's not doing well, it is scrutinized even more. If the company was doing well and an article came out about the NBA Top Shot CEO decadent lifestyle, public shaming, toxic culture, whatever, it wouldn't be as big of a deal if everything was going really well with NBA Top Shot and Dapper. That's my thoughts on that. We also have the AMA coming up, which I just searched Top Shot AMA. We got Camel tweeting about it, who has 33,000 followers. We got my boy John Jackson tweeting about it. And this is actually a good question. I think we can look at this one a lot more. The original S1 users thought, well, I don't know, I guess this is true, thought that the mint counts were too high when they were like 15Ks. Obviously, when so many people came in, 15K didn't seem so high, and then they started with 35Ks and 40Ks. And I don't know, maybe if they just left them at 35K bases, didn't go to 40Ks or 60Ks, everything would be good right now with the market, but probably still too high. But I mean, then they started doing, like, if we look at James Harden, I know he's just one example. He has a 40K from Series 2 and a 35K from Series 2. And he might have even like, he's a 12K here. So there's way too many. I mean, the two base adding up to 75K. And then they went to 60Ks, which were insane. And I know a few players even have two 60Ks, like Bruce Brown has two 60Ks, which is just insane to make two. Maybe if they stayed at one, it would be better now. Probably not. Yeah, just some insane over minting stuff. And then even the Series 4 commons out of 16K are too much. $1. And the parallels, let's see, how are we going to do this? Let's look at just go Dort because he was right there. And then Series 4. So Dort, his parallel out of 1K is $2. What is his 500? $8. Okay, so that's not bad actually. Probably one of the higher actually explosion ones. But the one out of 1K is $2. So another epic fail. And then the All-Star game, which I don't think John Boy mentioned. Oh yeah, I think he did. And the February Mix Pack Monsoon. So I think that was the All-Star game ones. And then we got Mike Zakarian tweeting about it as well. And then NBA Top Shot updates. Said 16 hours ago that they're going to have an AMA with ROHAM on Friday in the Dapper Discord, which I don't even think I'm a part of. And then it'll be shared in a blog on Top Shot. I've heard that this is actually not an actual AMA. They're just collecting questions from the community. Probably going to have some very candid answer about they are reducing supply and they made a mistake with the 60K moments and they're burning a bunch of them. So I don't expect it to be that insightful. But then throughout all of this happening, Top Shot kind of just pretended like nothing was going on and launched this metallic gold set here. Announce this: if your total drop score falls into one of these ranges, you get money off the pack. So again, rewarding people that have more money into it, I guess. But also, I guess, rewarding people that were early because it's early adopter bonus with some credit back when you buy a pack. So that's pretty cool, actually. And hopefully I fall in above 100K. I definitely should. My Top Shot score is 60,000 something. And hopefully the early adopter gives me a big bonus because I joined like at the worst possible time, like a lot of people. And honestly, this launch of Metallic Gold has some fire players. Like this could be a really good drop. Let's see, here it is. Like, look at these 6 players that highlight: Tatum, Jokic, Morant, AD, Zion, Anthony Edwards. And then if we go to view all, I mean, you got Jordan Poole, who I don't think has that many rares. Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday, a rookie, Jabari Smith Jr., Jalen Green's pretty good one. Mitchell, Cam Thomas, I don't think has too many rares. Maybe doesn't even have one. Giddey, another rookie, Jalen Duran. So Franz Wagner. So really good drop, honestly. $69 is a bit much, but if you're getting, $10, $20 back, could be a fairly good move here. So I want to look at Metallic Gold Series 4 real quick. Lowest ask here is $40 for Christian Wood. Next lowest is $44. Christian Wood, that's pretty low. Like, I would expect that Wood would be more expensive than Keldon Johnson and Clarkson. So kind of interesting there. If we do just look at Christian Wood, the cheapest one, actually let's look if this is like a low. So there's a few there, 42 and below. But let's look at it on Evaluate XYZ. So they did do some type of challenge with this. I mean, people were selling this one in the mid 50s. Sales fell off. There haven't been that many sales. Actually, something cool you can do on here is go to sales volume over the last 90 days. Wow. So like 30, 40, 20s. And then I think these are all ones. So in the last 90 days, I guess, minus the first week. So like the last 80 days, we've had 7 sales on these metallic gold moments. So they're not super liquid, not a ton of people going for these, except for right in the beginning. So that's another thing to know with these. But I do like the set of players to have in this. And then actually, if we go down, you get 6 moments. One, where is it? One is a guaranteed rookie debut or spotlight series, so they don't tell you what the percent chance of this is, because these two have very different values. And if the pack's only $69, maybe you're getting $10 back, it's $59. This can really affect the price of the pack. If it's a $59 pack and you're getting a $20 rookie debut or a $3 spotlight, like, that should be important to know. So I feel like they should have gave us the percent breakdown on this. But yeah, so my thoughts on that. They also got some challenges coming. So I'm going to talk about a lot of free to play stuff in my next video. I guess it's going to launch tomorrow, so subscribe, stay tuned for that one. That's the video I wanted to make today, but then all this news dropped, which I didn't think was that important. It doesn't really affect what I think about Top Shot, and I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about it all. It is crazy. Companies get ran in crazy ways, and if they're not doing well, this stuff gets exposed a lot more, and a lot more people talk about it. If the company's doing well, then that stuff doesn't happen. And I don't know how much the stuff that ROHAM has been doing has really affected Top Shot. I think it's more just like the overall vision and how they've done Top Shot. It's not, in my opinion at least, the culture and stuff. But let me know what you think, I guess, on this, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.